Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're doing good. This video is about blockchain. But don't worry, I have made it so simple that you can even watch it with your grandmother. And she will definitely going to understand everything. So in order to make the video very simple for you guys, I have divided the video into 5 parts. So in the first part, I will going to talk about the earlier version of the blockchain. In the second part, I will going to talk about the now version of the blockchain. In the third part, I will going to talk about the use cases of the blockchain. And the fourth, what will be the future of blockchain. And the fifth, I will going to summarize it with my own words. So without a further ado, let's start the show. Hens, eggs, cows, milk, they were earlier used in a system called barter system, where someone having extra egg and wants milk can exchange the milk with the eggs or vice versa. But the problem with this system is that people cannot store these stuff for a long time. So if you have more eggs and nobody wants them, they will going to get bad. So long time ago, on the island of a Pacific Ocean called Yup, there is a community who plotted giant stones all over the island, and these giant stones are called riot stones. These cannot be destroyed or be stealed easily. So what these people do is, when someone owns a stone, everybody knows collectively that the person actually do. And for example, a person wants to buy a new house, then he tells everybody in the village, people of the village, I am buying with my 2 stones a new house, and I am exchanging these 2 stones, one on the hill, one on the beach, with a house. And everybody remembers it, everybody agrees to it, and that's how a transaction happened. The good advantage with this system are 2. The first one, this transaction is intangible. What do I mean by this? For this transaction to happen, only words of mouth is needed. No actual movement of stones or property is required. If a person is selling all the people in the village and they agree to it, it works well. And the second advantage of this system is that there is no middleman. So once you plotted the stones, they cannot be destroyed. They don't need any special maintenance. They are a part of nature. In comparison to today's banks, there is a middleman. So this system was middleman free and the transaction is intangible. The Rye-Stone system is based on democracy. So if one person says, I own the stone, and everybody in the community agrees, then only he owns the stone. So it's more based on trust and also how people conceives you. Coming back to the now version of the blockchain. So like the people of Yup Island, the concept of a community collectively agreeing on something, maintaining that on a digital decentralized ledger, it's called a blockchain technology, which is used right now from anywhere in the world, and the members of the community are there to maintain and run the whole system. And there is no need of a middleman like a bank or a financial institution. So if you are a part of that community, you can send someone an information or some money in form of cryptocurrencies. And this system is secure with the help of cryptography. So cryptography is nothing but a piece of code. A code which helps to lock the information so that only specific amount of information can be seen by everyone, and core information or the main information is hidden and only the receiver and sender can see it. So the term block in a blockchain refers to data. Blocks helps to maintain a large amount of data into small packets, and each block has a limited amount of storage. So if a block is full with its capacity, a new block is required to be created, continuing the ledger, and the new block which is created is linked with the previous block. And this is done with the help of cryptography. And this linking helps provide a security, and that's why it's called a blockchain. And when a number of small blocks are connected with one another, then linking them in a sequence and to form a chain called as blockchain. Now, what are the use cases of blockchain? Most common use of the blockchain, and you guessed it right, yes, it's cryptocurrencies. You see, the blockchain idea or the main application was supposed to be made for transactions, and that's what it is using cryptocurrencies. So cryptocurrencies like Bitcoins, Ethereum, they are used to send money from one place to another. Although, like in Rhinestone system, you don't pay a middleman some cut because there are limited amount of people and each one can remember that a transaction happens. But since this is a more large community and there must be someone there to run the system, which means the computers, and that's why you pay a certain amount of fees when you want to transfer any kind of money or maybe transfer any kind of information or just being a part of a society. You can also get paid if you are working to maintain and update the ledger. The second most important use case is in the healthcare industry. You see, people are moving from one place to another place. It's globalization. And with the blockchain, one person living in Seoul can take his documents lifelong with him and store them in a digital lock using blockchain. And when a person needs his medical history or a doctor needs his data, he can give the key to a particular information. Then the doctor can use to see the digital documents or the medical history, helping the person in need. In the supply chain industry, the counterfeit products are causing a major damage to the industry. Not only just buyer get impacted, but also the companies on the other hand side have their images damaged because the customer are buying the products which are not actually made by those companies whose logos are on the product. So with the blockchain technology, some companies are giving a unique code to each product so that one can track that this product is original or not, saving his money and saving him from the counterfeit products. So a very interesting story happens in 2017. The Syrian refugees have camped on the border of Jordan and United Nations wants to help with their World Food Program. But the problem with this program is that the money they used to send, it doesn't reach to the people, actually the refugees. So they banked upon blockchain technology, and what they did is they give each refugee a ID and send some money using blockchain technology to each ID. With that, a refugee can go and buy the important groceries for him and his family. That's how blockchain technology is revolutionizing our world. They saved not only on the transaction fees which they need to give to the bank, but also the speed of which they can help the refugees. Now, the future of blockchain. Food is a very important subject. Without it, we cannot live. And the healthy food is rarely available right now. And if it's available, you don't know the actual story behind it. And in order to cover up the story or show the world what's actually happened and where the product or the grocery or the vegetable arrives from, Walmart is experimenting right now with their supply chain so that people can actually track the origin of the grocery or the product. And on the other hand side, IBM, what they are doing is in the healthcare industry, the problem is always that there are fake vaccines, there are fake medicines, and the people who take it not only damage their health, but also the companies which are making them, the original companies, they are not able to sell or give to the people for whom they are producing it. And this chain of fake products coming into the medical sector is very harmful. And that's why IBM is using their blockchain technology to solve this problem
and authenticate the drugs at each stage of their journey, from the pharma company all the way to the patient. That's exactly what researchers at the IBM lab in Haifa, Israel are doing. We're using blockchain technology to introduce traceability and trackability into the supply chain. Using blockchain, we can make sure there's a verifiable provenance of what is delivered, by whom, to whom, when, and where.
And with that, again, a unique code is given to the medicine in order to see if it's really effective, and you can track the efficacy of the drug. From the earlier time, new innovations are needed in order to maintain and uplift the society, in order to support the society for the well. Earlier, rhinestone systems were introduced, and now the blockchain technology with the growing number of population. And I think it's one of the best innovation mankind had ever produced. Why? Because not only it's dealing with the fashion industry, but it's also helping the problem the supply chain industry, which is the backbone of globalization. I cannot eat here in Germany bananas if there is no supply chain from South America to Germany or to Europe. We need these kinds of technologies, and maybe in the future, with the help of blockchain technology, you don't even need to carry your passport or any other document. You just get the visa online, and the government from the country you're arriving from tells the government from the country you are coming to that this person has the visa, and everything is approved through the help of your scan of the face or maybe the scan of your fingers. So with this technology, there is a lot of potential. I hope from this video you get some valuable information, and if you actually do, please give me a like button and subscribe to my channel. And this time I have given my Instagram and LinkedIn accounts, so you can follow me there, and I will see you in the next video. Take care and bye.